welcome back to the channel. My name is Monica and I post videos on money, travel, and lifestyle, more specifically on real estate and investing. And if you are interested in topics like those, be sure to subscribe down below to the channel. Also, turn on your post notifications so you never miss my stimulus check updates or my uploads. Today is your May 1st stimulus check update. Happy Friday, guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in terms of Get My Payment, the IRS is continuing to make improvements on the tool. Definitely not at the speed necessary, but a tip is when you're entering in your info on the address field, removing a punctuation may actually help you. The site is not case sensitive, but it does seem to be sensitive to punctuations, so try that out and let me know if that works for you. I do hope the IRS has learned from this mistake so that when they roll out the next batch of checks, we can see a more streamlined disbursement. Now, for those of you who are using the Get My Payment tool, if you're still seeing payment status not available, it's most likely because the IRS is still processing your 2019 tax return or the non-filer form that you submitted. It may also mean that the IRS hasn't added your data to the tool yet. Notably, people who receive supplemental income or Veterans Affairs benefits will likely get this message because their information was not uploaded onto the tool. As of today, the IRS has sent out 122 million payments for a total of $207 billion according to the National Taxpayer Advocate Service. But that leaves about 28 million people who are still waiting. Now, I know a lot of people are upset that their checks have not arrived yet. I'm upset right along with you, but I do believe a lot more of you are going to be seeing your checks by next week and throughout May. I also did read the comments where a lot of you are saying that you received your checks this week, which is amazing, great news. I shared a time schedule in this video, which I'll link right here, about different income levels and what dates you can expect to receive your payment. 5 batches of payments will be going out in the month of May. 5 batches. So they are definitely cranking these checks out all throughout May. Now, my quick message to all of you small business owners who are not taking enough advantage of this credit: there is the employee retention credit. It's refundable tax credit against certain employment taxes. So that means you're able to pay less in taxes. So be sure that you're taking advantage of all the things that you can receive. The IRS is reminding SSI and VA beneficiaries to send in your information by Tuesday, May 5th. If you didn't file a tax return in 2018 or 2019 and you have benefits, be sure you are getting them all this information. They're saying the $1,200 payments will be issued soon, and in order to add the $500 per eligible child amount to these payments, the IRS needs the dependent information. So all of you SSI people who have been commenting under my videos like, when is my payment coming out? As I already said in previous videos, a lot of SSI people have received checks this week. More are coming out. They have already said today, May 1st, more SSI payments are going to be sent out very, very soon. I would just like to start with saying that we didn't seem so worried about debt as we were bailing out big corporations, but we seem to be super worried about debt now that it's talking about additional stimulus checks to individuals. So it's kind of interesting how our country is more aware of their debt problem now that it has to do with the individuals. But I digress. Let's start with the fact that the US doesn't have to watch debt as much as other countries because the US dollar is the world's reserve currency. The reserve currency can be used in international transactions, in international investments, and all aspects of the global economy. As a result of the Bretton Woods Agreement, which you can Google, the US dollar was officially crowned the world's reserve currency. So for countries around the world, instead of gold reserves, other countries are accumulating reserves of the US dollar. What that means is that globally speaking, people see a lot of value in the US dollar. And nearly 40% of the world's debt is in dollars, which means that people are willing to issue debt as well as owe debt because they see a lot of value in the US dollar. We don't have to worry about debt as a country from the same perspective as you or I would worry about debt. However, we should worry as we get into more debt and more political antics because we could lose our status of reserve currency. This is essentially how other people view our currency. For example, if I go to Canada and try to purchase something with some currency like the Ukrainian hryvnia, that's Ukraine's currency, they are not going to accept that. However, if I come in with a crispy $20 US bill, they are more likely to accept it because the US money holds value around the world. The US dollar holds value. In fact, a lot of countries and banks have US crispy notes in their reserves instead of gold, because that's how valuable they see our money. So to tie all of that into a bow, I know you're probably like, Monica, bring it back. The bottom line is, now is not the time to analyze debt. People are dying and struggling in the midst of one of the worst financial and health crises the world has ever seen. This is not the time to analyze debt. I think if people are drowning, it's not the time to debate about who, what, when, where. You make a decision as efficiently and swiftly as possible, which is my response to Mitch McConnell analyzing our debt. People are literally drowning. So we will see on Monday if Congress decides to throw out a substantial lifeline. That $1,200 was essentially them throwing out a beach ball, and not everyone even caught it. I want to say thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out so much. Let me know in the comments down below what you think should be the next act that Congress proposes. Let me know what's going on with you and your stimulus checks. I'm going to try to create another video dedicated to questions like Logan Alec did. I thought that was a great idea. So that is the end of the video, and I'll catch you all in my next stimulus check update. Bye.